niggas, they could come in there. Okay? They ain't the only club that pulled that. I was out in LA in the mid-'80s, from the early 80s to the late 80s. I'm going to tell you right now, it was clubs outside the hood you could not go to. Because the white girls wouldn't dance with you. The white girls would not dance with you. I don't know if it was fear or because black men could dance. I don't know what it was, but we didn't really go in none of them clubs to dance with no white girls anyway. The only reason why I used to go to a lot of the white clubs is to promote my recording artists on my label. Or I would take my music over there. And I would go talk to the manager. I'd go call ahead of time. But a lot of times they didn't know I was black. So I show up with my records and they'd be like, who are you? I said, man, I talked to Jeff. Where's Jeff at? Be like, well, why you need to talk to Jeff? I said, man, I talked to him a couple days ago. I'm a record promoter. I own a record company. What's the name of your company? Then I show them a business card and they're like, oh, okay. Hey, I'm gonna go get Jeff. I mean, just giving a brother all kind of problems. Okay? Just giving a brother all kind of problems. And then I come in there and this Jeff guy, he wants to act a fool and act like, he got something I want. Now I gotta lick his balls for it, which I was never gonna do. And yeah, some of them played my music, most of them didn't. Because back then, if you were Tone Loc, white people didn't want to hear rap. They didn't want to hear no rap. Like some of my homeboys, Bobby Jimmy and the Critters and Egyptian Lover, and oh man, they didn't play that shit in them white clubs at the Red Onion and them places like that back in the 80s. The Chamonix and all them other clubs, because a lot of them clubs, the black people didn't own them, but they had black promoters who would promote these dances at these clubs on certain nights. Because sometimes you go in there, like, baby, you might, go in there on a Thursday and it's white night. There's number white folks up in there. Okay? Ain't number white people up in there. Then you be like, oh, hell no. They said, well, black night is Friday and Saturday night. You'll be like, man, fuck you. Okay? But back then, that's why I be telling you you young brothers and sisters, man, I dealt with some real racism. I ain't dealt with that can't catch a cab shit. Okay? I ain't talking about that old dumb shit. Let me tell you something. White supremacy and racism runs far deeper than can't catch a cab in New York and Chicago and L.A. It go way deeper than that, man. That's why I be telling brothers, I'll be like, hey, man, don't get caught up in the bullshit, man. Did y'all hear about this Stephante Clark? The brother of the cat that got killed up in Sacramento. Did y'all hear about that nigga getting hemmed up by the popo? Y'all hear about that shit? Y'all hear about this nigga getting gaffled? Now this nigga sitting up here doing all this buck dancing and bojangling. This nigga buck dancing, bojangling, and samboing. Do y'all love me? Do y'all niggas love me? Doing all that old acting a goddamn fool. Man, they got that nigga on terroristic threats. They got that nigga hemmed up in Sacramento County Jail with his dumb black ass. And you know what? Ain't nobody riding for that nigga. Ain't nobody riding for that nigga, man. And rightfully so. Who gonna ride for that nigga? Where Al Sharpton at? Huh? When you get up here and buck dance and coon on Twitter and Instagram and put your people down and talk about black women like they dogs, you deserve to get gaffled by the popo. You dig? You deserve it. He deserves that shit. Nigga, you deserve that shit. Okay? Square biz, nigga, you deserve that shit. I got my problems with black women, but it's on a much higher level. It's on a collective level, not necessarily individually. Okay? I still fuck with black women. Because my first choice is black women. When I go out here in the world and I see a thick sister out here looking good, and she giving me that eyeball action, not that I'm just flirting with you shit. See, there's a difference between a woman giving you play and a woman just playing around flirting. Flirting is what women do who got a man already. Flirting is what a woman does when all her bases are covered. And when I say bases, I'm talking about baseball. She got somebody on first, she got somebody on second, and she got somebody on third. Okay? She got two runners in scoring position on second and third. And then you going to step up to the plate. That's why you end up striking out. And a lot of brothers don't understand that. So when I'm out in public and I see a woman giving me that eyeball, the kind of eyeball that's saying, hey, come hither. When she say, I read women's body language. I don't go by what they say. Because a woman will run up on you and be like, excuse me, where's the feminine products? Sign is sitting right above us. Oh, baby, it's on the next aisle. You think she don't know where them tampons are? She just trying to find an excuse to talk to you because her little oven down there done got hot. Y'all see if you in shape, women gonna run up on you, especially these white women. That's why whenever I go to play, when I go up in corporate America and I got a suit on, I got $1,000 suit on, and I'm looking good, and I got my facial hair trimmed, man, they be choosing. Them white girls be choosing. Be like, oh, are you here to see Mr. Matheson? I'm like, yeah, I'm here to see Mr. Matheson. Oh, right this way, Mr. Iceman. I love that suit. Okay? Oh, just be choosing. Be like, oh, I need to get my husband a nice suit like that for Father's Day. You think that woman won't still give me some pussy if I came at her right? Man, come on. That's why I be telling cats, y'all be spending a whole lot of time whining about black women or whining about women in general. And let me tell you something else. Tell his brother something else. Look, man, I care about y'all and I care about your mental and emotional well-being. But let me tell you something. You brothers have to stop whining about these women. Okay? You're going to have to stop whining about these women, man. That shit is getting old. I know y'all don't like some of these women act, but you can't. Hey, man, you can't. I'm sorry, but there's nothing you can do. There ain't nothing you can do. These women are ruined. Once a woman grows up in a home without a father and her mama ain't shit, and she teaching her daughter how to be slick and how to talk out the side of her goddamn neck. Tell her how to talk greasy to every man she get with. By the time that woman gets to about 30, 35, man, she don't let so many niggas run through her. This is women of all races. I ain't talking about just black women. Okay? She don't let all these niggas run through her. Okay? Now she all bitter. The bitch is 35. She's still probably cute. She's still probably a little fly. But, she might be a 6 or, a strong 7. But the bitch got too much baggage. And that's why all of these women, they end up in a situation like that. Where do they end up, fellas? Come on now. Come on in. Come on in with the OG. Where do they end up? You guessed it. Online dating. Okay? Here they got their punk ass on POF. Every time a new nigga sign up, here this bitch talking about, hello, hi there. Like, get the fuck out of here. Don't send me no pre-prepared fucking message, bitch. Talking about hi there. But these women waste their money on that shit, man. Online date, women drive online dating, fellas. They drive that shit. If you count how many women in your town or your city that are on POF compared to how many men, just look at some of the male profile, count how many male profiles you find. They fall far short. It ain't that many men in these cities, even big cities like fucking Portland and Seattle and, San Antonio, Stank Antonio, Chicago. You be thinking these markets got a whole bunch of women, maybe back in, 10 years ago, but all the women that had something to offer, them bitches ain't on POF no more. I done ran into women that told me, hey, I used to be on POF back in '05, but, I kept meeting all these bums. Because really what they saying is I let a bunch of niggas run through me. Because back then, bitches was just, they meet you go on POF, shit, I'll be digging a bitch out by the end of the day. If I went on there in the morning, by 8 o'clock, I was digging that bitch out. It didn't take nowhere. It was so easy back then. It was easy. I used to meet women on Black Planet and end up digging them out. Especially white girls, because that's why they was on they was on Black Planet. What else? What other reason would you be on Black Planet? Other than trying to get a black dick on your forehead. Fuck out of here, bitch. Coming at me talking that I'm looking for somebody to, date. No, you looking for somebody to put a dick on your forehead. Matter of fact, you got dick residue on your forehead right now. And you up in here bullshitting. Fuck out of here, man. Like I said, I got something for these hoes. I got something for these hoes, dog. I got something cooking for these hoes. Especially the ones that try to come at me sideways. So, like I said, y'all niggas need to stop going on Facebook. I seen a nigga whining on Facebook. talking about, I'm done with black women. I'm like, man, come on, bruh. Come on, player. Don't do that, man. You embarrassing yourself, man. Talk about the complexities of dealing with black women, but you don't go around in a public forum like Facebook or on YouTube whining about black women. That shit is futile. We up here trying to build a black nation, a black diaspora where brothers from all over the world can come and break bread with us. We trying to build something. You up here whining about women. Guys, we got to get away from that shit. Look, every man gets frustrated with women after a while. Hell, sometimes I might kick a rock or two after I deal with a dumb broad. But that's all of them. It ain't just black women out here acting a fool. These niggas act like it's such a refuge to go fuck with non-black women. Let me explain something to you. Whenever I get hit on by non-Caucasian and non-black women, I'm talking about Asian and Latino women. Whenever I get hit on by these women, guess what? They always fucking ugly. Okay? They're always ugly. Not all of them. But I'm talking about since I've been over 50. Because women could look at my gray hair, because I got a goatee. I ain't colored that motherfucking black or brown or none of that shit. My natural hair color is like an auburn red. A lot of people don't know that. They like, man, your hair is red and brown. Look, what's up with your hair? I'm like, dude, that shit run in the family. Even before I start getting them Jerry curls, I had red, brown hair. Okay? So, women know I'm old. Hell yeah, they know I'm old. But they like, damn, you in good shape. They be like, what you be doing? I said, man, I eat a lot of green vegetables. I ain't around here eating a bunch of fast food all the time. I eat it sometime, but I don't eat it all the time. I make sure I don't, I'm not sitting up here, doing something, because I just got my, and brothers, let me say this here, man. If you over 30, start getting your PSA test. When you go to the doctor once a year, get your PSA test done. And if your PSA is over about 2.0, you're still not in danger, but it's the older you get, the higher your PSA goes. Now, PSA doesn't necessarily determine whether or not you have prostate cancer. But prostate cancer is a huge problem with black men. So if your PSA it starts getting up there, what you need to do is go get you some pumpkin oil. Get you some pumpkin seed oil. You can get it on Amazon.com or you get it at a health food store. You get pumpkin seed oil or get pumpkin seeds. They don't taste that great if you have to eat them all the time, but they're your friend. Because let me tell you something, my PSA was like 181, which is not high at all. It's very low. But I didn't want it that high because I've had several relatives in my family go out here and get they prostate taken out. And now they dicks don't work. You can't get, look, your prostate gland is what it emits a hormone that makes you horny. That's where your libido is. Once they take that gland out of there, you don't have no libido. And these urologists are not being honest with you. Talking about, well, we can leave the nerves in there. Yeah, you can leave the nerves in there, but your dick still ain't gonna work. Then you gotta sit up there and build your pelvic floor by doing them Kegels. And a lot of niggas ain't finna do nothing. They ain't finna do what the doctor tell them to do because a lot of these niggas are full of shit. But my PSA went down from 181 to 95. Then when the lowest it's been was about 81. 0.81. I'm saying 0.81. And even if your PSA is like 4 and 5, start eating them pumpkin seeds. Because you go to your urologist, the first thing, you go to your regular doc, your family practice doc, the first thing he or she gonna say is, well, you're gonna need to go see the urologist. Okay? But a PSA doesn't necessarily say you got cancer. What it does say is you are running the risk of having cancer, because if it's over 4, I think it is 4.0, they're gonna do a biopsy on your they gotta do a biopsy on your prostate gland. They gotta stick something up your penis. They gotta sedate your ass. And they sedate you now, but back in the old days, it's just stick shit up your fucking urethra. They don't do that no more because too many men done been like, hey, I'll beat your ass, you do that again. Okay? That is too painful. I remember I had somebody try to stick something through the head of my penis when I was in the Air Force. I'm like, oh, hell no. You need to stop. He's like, okay, we're going to stop. Yeah, before I whoop your ass. Okay? I don't care if you are a captain. I'm going to kick your ass. Sticking something up in the head of my goddamn penis. Ain't no need for that shit. But back then, that's all they could do. Okay? So I try to tell a lot of the players, I say, hey, man, get your health game back up, man. You 30 years old. You better be getting them. You better start getting them what they call it? Shit. Get that scope up your ass. Get your colon checked. Okay? Get your colonoscopy game up. They be like, well, you too young to be getting your colon checked. Bitch, fuck you. Okay? You see how many hamburgers I ate over the last 20 years? Bitch, you better give me a colonoscopy. See, when you get my age, you got to do it every 10 years. Get your health game up, man. Don't sit up here and let cancer sneak up on you. Everybody has cancer cells already in their body. What activates cancer cells in your fucking body is eating and drinking acidic liquids and foods. And you go online, it'll give you a list of foods that create acid in the body. Milk, that milk sugar, lactose, that shit creates acid in the body. That's why if you got asthma, you ain't got no fucking business drinking that nasty ass cow milk. That's why they call it cow milk, because it's for cows, not humans. And just because they created a multi-billion-dollar industry, who gives a fuck? Now, I'm not saying don't stop buying butter, because butter comes directly from milk. I ain't saying don't buy butter, because that's a different process. That butter ain't gonna fuck with you like drinking that nasty-ass milk. Now, I do use milk sometime on my fried chicken. Okay, because it really holds that flower. It's like it's got a what do you call it? A cohesion bond. Look that shit up. It works as a cohesive bond. Not as much as an egg, but it is okay. I usually use buttermilk. Buttermilk is the best to use when you making fried chicken. Warm that grease up to about 375, and then once you put the chicken in there, if you're using a skillet, then you dial it down because you don't want that chicken to burn. Anyway, that's for the young players and the young sisters. But you know, we have to start thinking. We have to start attacking these bed wenches, people. These Negro bed wenches are so strong right now, so they think, and they're running around here talking that Me Too shit. Okay? Somebody touched my ass at work. I'll be like, me too, bitch. I done had women hit me on the ass at work. I didn't run the HR. You know, I ain't no bitch. I didn't run the HR. What for? What am I run the HR for? Shit, that didn't do nothing but boost my ego. Okay? The problem with a lot of you guys, you come off thirsty. You don't know how to approach a woman without giving her that thirsty energy. And then you go out here and get with these women, and you come off looking like a beta male. A lot of you guys don't even want to face it. You don't even want to be faced with the fact that you might be a beta male. You might be seen as a beta male, although you might not think you're one. And I keep telling brothers that you have to learn how to look at yourself through your third eye. You have to be able to look in the mirror and like the man staring back at you. You can't get with guys think they can be fucked up, they can be beta males, they can be simps, they can be tricks, and then get mad when these women play you for a fool. I'll give you an example. I met this old broad, she about my age. I'm in my mid-50s, but I could probably pass for 40. And I met this chick at I forgot what store I was in. And she tried to spit. And I said she wasn't bad looking. She was kind of cute, you know, for somebody her age. She was a classy, older white woman. That's the only reason why I was hollering at her. Hollering back at her. Because I am the holler back dude. And she started spitting. We started talking about stuff in the store. Less than you know, we had been standing there talking for half hour. I said, here's my card. Here, call me, text me so I can get your number, and then let's talk later. So she actually sent me a text, and then I called her about 3 or 4 hours later. I ain't gonna be doing that. Let me wait 3 days, shit. You know, at my age, you don't do that. So I got at her. So I went ahead and went ahead and called her. Because, at our age, women don't want to be looking at no text messages. They want you to call them. So I called her. We had a really good conversation. She seemed like a sweet lady. But I ain't finna fall for the bullshit. Because she started talking that going to the restaurant shit. And I told her, I said, look, no offense, I just met you. I ain't taking you out on no date and I don't know you. And then I look online. I said, man, let me look online real quick. Because, see, my attitude has been and will always be, let me check behind a bitch. Okay? Let me check behind a bitch because some of these bitches are foul. And so I go online, and sure enough, I found this bitch on POF. And I was mad as a motherfucker. And here this broad on there just looking thirsty as a motherfucker. Okay? Looking thirsty. And I was a little irritated with it. And I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing to her the first time. First time we talked. But, a couple of days later, I said something to her. I said, hey, man, I know that I see you on POF. I mean, what's up with that? Oh, yeah, I'm just trying to increase my dating chances. I said, okay. So I didn't say, I said, okay, no problem. So another week went by. I started bullshit. She like, well, we're going to get together this weekend. I'm like, I start bullshit. I said, I got to go to my office in Portland. I ain't fucking around with you. She said, well, let me know. Let me know, nigger. I mean, black guy. Let me know when you want to get together. Oh, she was sounding thirsty as hell on the phone. So I kept bullshitting. Then the third week came by. I sat down, went on POF. I saw her bitch ass on there. I said, okay. I said, you know what? Fuck you, bitch. Okay? Fuck you. And so the third week came around and she said, oh, Isa, we gonna get together? I was like, I don't know. I said, you still on POF? She was like, how you know I was on POF? Okay, how many? I said, bitch, ain't that many women on POF in Portland and Vancouver area. I said, don't play yourself. Bitch, don't play yourself. I've been at this too long. Don't play yourself. And so she sat there, she said, she said, I hid my profile. I said, what do you just hid your profile just now? Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. That's what I told her. I said, look, at your age and my age, this shit ain't that simple. I mean, it is that simple, excuse me. It is that simple. It is that simple. Okay? We're over the hill. Why you bullshitting? Why you up here trying to hedge your bets? See, look, man, this is why I keep telling guys, and my man Sean James, I appreciate you showing me some love, brother. Sean James said in a video that he posted a couple of weeks ago, he's talking about women and simps. And he said, man, just like the Iceman said, these women always got, somebody in the shadows. They always got spare dick. They always got spare dick. And that's the competition you're dealing with. When you deal with women, you don't never compete with other men to get with a woman. It's too many. Look, women outnumber us in this country 2 to 3 to 4 to 1. And in some markets, 7 and 8 to 1. More girl babies are born than male babies. Why do you think it's more women than there is men in the world? Some societies got way more women than they got men. You go to some of these markets, like that's why you think I still got ties to Minneapolis, St. Paul, even though Minneapolis, St. Paul has changed. The Twin Cities has changed. Because I remember when I first moved up there, them white girls are throwing so much pussy at niggas, they ain't doing that shit no more. It has changed up there. Them bitches, them man, especially them non-black women, they be playing so many games up there. Look, man, let me tell you something. I'm not looking for intersectionality with women. And when I mean intersectionality, I mean intersex, S-E-X-tionality. I don't need to cross the aisle and hand a olive branch over to white women or any other women. I don't need to have, let me tell you something. I've always had the mentality, I don't have to date Asian women. I don't have to date white women. I don't have to date Mexican women. I definitely don't mess with them no more. Okay? Because they just so beneath me culturally. Some of them just dirty. Man, dude, when you deal with Central Americans and Mexicans, they ain't got no money. When you dealing with them motherfuckers, you got to understand, their poverty is way lower than your poverty. You came from the projects. At least your mama had welfare. In Mexico, they ain't got shit. Okay, that's why they turning them motherfuckers away. And they got all these homos from Honduras coming up here looking all crazy, got green hair and all that. Oh, we ain't coming to America because we're persecuted down in Guatemala and Honduras. Well, you know what? Look what Trump's ass did. He said y'all need to go away. He took them protections from them Hondurans. Okay, I used to fuck with Honduran bitches. Okay? I used to date Honduras. I've dated Honduran chicks. They look like Dominican chicks. A lot of them got a lot of black in them. Okay? Don't get it twisted. But they come over here talking about I'm white. I'm white! Viva Mexico! Honduras. Fuck out of here. Yeah, because today is Cinco de Mayo. How many of you niggas gonna be out here celebrating Cinco de Mayo with your dumb asses? Fuck out of here, nigga. That shit is for Julio Iglesias. Your black ass, you got niggas on St. Patrick's Day a couple months back shaking their ass on St. Patrick's Day getting drunk. You dumb niggas. I hope you niggas got DUIs. Oh, you know, all my friends are Irish. Kiss me, I'm Irish. Nigga, you ain't Irish. Niggas always gonna be something they ain't, especially black women. Me too. White women talking about, Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby grabbed my ass. And then black women talking about, me too. Black women don't understand what me too means. It means us. It don't mean us. It means me. Key word, me. And that means white. But yet you gonna team up with Team White Supremacy and be on TV clapping and applauding and boo-hooing and crying, talking about, ooh, we took down Bill Cosby. Now let's go after R. Kelly. Let me tell you something. That's gonna be a different animal trying to take down Robert Kelly. That's gonna be a hard sell. Because let me tell you something about R. Kelly. R. Kelly got major fans all around the world. That's why for R&B artists, R. Kelly is at the top of the, he's been at the top of the heat, even though he ain't had a record out in a minute. Because that Black Panties album or whatever that was he put out 3 or 4 years ago, I don't think it sold that well. But R. Kelly got black women on lock in America. So even though you got these bad wenches like this Toronto, whatever her name is, that old ugly ass fucking bitch that look like she got a big ass ham on her fucking nose for a nose. That bitch got more meat on her nose to make a ham sandwich. Well, her ugly, that's an ugly bitch. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, she black. That bitch is ugly. Who the fuck tried to take some pussy from that ugly bitch? You notice most of these Me Too bitches are ugly black women. Okay? I ain't seen now one of these women look like Angela Rye or something like that. One of them type of babes. Or Tamron Hall. I ain't seen no women look like that talking about Me Too. Now they might talk that Me Too sympathizer shit, but they personally ain't walking around talking about Me Too. Okay? And think about this, brothers and sisters, those of you who are real. Notice this. The only person that been taken down with this Me Too campaign has been whom? Bill Cosby's ass. Okay? Roman Polanski is still roaming through Europe, you know, with the ability and the freedom to go and rape other girls, 13 and 14-year-old girls. He raped a 13-year-old girl after he got convicted. And the FBI gonna go online a couple months ago talking about the statute of limitations is over and Roman Polanski can come home if he wants to. See, they ain't gonna do that to no nigga. Because if I was Bill Cosby, I'd have got the fuck up out of here. I'd have went to a country like Sweden or Belgium where they don't have no extradition. I'd be like, fuck y'all. I'll be like, Camille, come on, let's go get a house over here. I ain't gotta put up with that shit. Fuck y'all. That's what I would have did. I know, you know, Bill Cosby, 80 years old, just lost one of his daughters about 2 or 3 months ago. R.I.P. to her. She's the one that had the drug problem. And you know, anybody that does a lot of cocaine, which she did, that's the one that said, you know, that Mike Tyson raped her. Okay? I forgot what her name is, but I think she's like the second or third oldest. And she ended up fucking her kidneys up, man. So she ended up passing away at 44 years old. Just never really realized her full potential. You know, and it's sad. You know, Bill and Camille Cosby, they just lost their daughter. And they gonna sit up here and drag Bill Cosby through the fucking mud again. But Bill Cosby got because he didn't take care of his people. You got $400 million and you ain't even trying to take care of your people. All you doing is pointing fingers at people and telling black folks to pull their pants up. You can't do that, man. Bill Cosby fucked up. Nobody rolled for Bill Cosby, man. Nobody. None of his buddies. You didn't see Sidney Poitier out there. You didn't see Quincy Jones out there. You didn't see anybody. You didn't see Reverend Sharp. Didn't nobody ride for Bill Cosby. Didn't nobody ride for his ass because he done pissed off too many people over the year. Even D.L. Hughley said it. He said, man, you up here talking shit about me, saying nigga, and you out here raping women. Okay, DL went off on Bill Cosby. He said, man, me and Bill Cosby had a radio interview. I went off on his ass. I said, man, how you gonna sit up here and talk shit to me about saying nigga, but I ain't the one out here raping women. You are. Said Bill Cosby just kept talking shit. Okay? But Bill Cosby did that to himself. He did that shit to himself, man. He brought all that on himself. And he would have had, Philly is his city. And he didn't have nobody in Philly riding for him. He didn't have Meek Mill out there. If Bill Cosby would have been that dude, like Richard Pryor, somebody, shit. All of Black Philly would have been out there riding for him. Okay? Bill Cosby from the projects, he ain't come for no money. People got that shit twisted, but he fucked up. He stopped, he acting like how he's, Bill Cosby is around the same age my dad is. And I'm going to tell you right now, that generation, that civil rights generation, they left us hanging. Bill Cosby, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's people, when I see Bill Cosby, I see my dad. My dad got a little paper. First thing he wanted to do is try to act like he was better than everybody else. Who look at me. And when you really look deeply at my dad's finances, I realized he was a con artist. Just like one of my brothers is a con artist. He's just like him. He's a con artist just like him. And we got all these civil rights generation con artists out here who went for the integration bag, and we're sitting up here with nothing. We ain't got nothing to pass to our children but dust. And it's people like Bill Cosby who should have been in the hood lifting up people. Well, Bill Cosby, he created the Cosby Show in different world. I'm like, so? Well, he inspired black people to go to black colleges. I'm like, so? First of all, they're not black colleges. Because in order to say something's black, that you're implying that it's black owned. That's why they say historically black college. Because historically only niggas went to that school. That's why I never really wanted to go to no HBCU. Although I did transfer to one in Atlanta at one time. When me and my ex were going to move to Atlanta. And boy, them niggas was so country and so backwoods. They had a year to get my paperwork together, and they didn't even have my financial aid done. A year. I said, fuck y'all. Because I was going to play football for them. And the head coach was talking shit. I said, man, fuck you. Ain't walking on your bullshit ass school. Nigga, I can go back where I'm going to school at and play ball. Be fucking with you. Because back then I was in top shape. Even after I got off, back in them days. So I'm just like, man, fuck you. But they got Bill Cosby, man. They got him because he was isolated. They got him. It's easy to get black people and Michael Jordan, they gonna get his ass next. They gonna get Steve Harvey's ass. Any black prominent people, after a while, they're gonna let you make some money. But you notice that Steve Harvey's making the same mistakes. He going out here making these dumb comments about slavery. He out here just cooning and buck dancing and being a TV Sambo. See, you have to understand about them niggas like Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, he's one of these niggas that try to say, oh, look at me, I done made it. I'm gonna start talking stupid about black people. I'm gonna tell you something. Steve Harvey gonna get his comeuppance too. He gonna get his too. All these sellout niggas gonna get it. Excuse me. All these sellout motherfuckers gonna get theirs, dude. I'm telling you right now. But I'm telling you, man, y'all brothers, y'all need to stop sniggling, stop crying on Facebook about these women, because it ain't gonna get no better. It's gonna get worse before it get better. There's too many Captain Save-A-Holes out here. There's too many Captain Save-A-Holes out here. There's too many weak-ass beta males out here. There's too many tricks out here, and they fucking up the game for real players. Because the game always has rules. And if you don't, if all the player or most of the players ain't willing to abide by the rules, what you gonna have? You gonna have anarchy. You gonna have bedlam, and that's what's going on, figuratively in dating. Is that it's just everybody. It's just every person for themselves, and that's why people ain't connecting with nobody. Yeah, you look good, girl. Yeah, you look good. Your titties look good. Your ass look good. You got a pretty face, but you're a bitch. You're a mean, evil bitch. And that's why you're single. Because you got to understand, once a woman get up to that wall and hit that wall, let me tell you something. The dating quality of men goes way down. If I had a chart right now, I'll show you a chart, you'd be looking at that graph like, God damn. Damn, these bitches got it rough. Let me tell you something. Women will never admit to you that they're struggling out here with dating. I don't care if they're a Caucasian woman in America who benefits from white supremacy and racism. They still have problems meeting quality men. How do I know? Because I see them on Judge Judy's show trying to get plane ticket money, trying to get cruise money out of some white dude that done took their ass to the cleaners, who done figured out the hustle, and now he out here getting these bitches bag. Okay? They ain't gonna, these white women ain't gonna pay for no nigga to go on no cruise. Oh, they ain't gonna pay for no nigga to go on no cruise. They step to you with that, well, where you gonna take me? Fuck you, bitch. You ain't fucking with your sagging ass face looking like deputy dog ass. Get the fuck out of my face. Like I said, man, I be breaking bad on these bitches. I break bad on these bitches. Okay? Just like I told that broad, I said, you still on POF? She's like, yeah. I said, I tell you what, bitch. Let me tell you how the Iceman do. Let's check this out. I said, let me tell you something. When you want to holler at me, when you want to come scoop me up at the crib, and we go out and do something, you let me know. Straight up like that. I straight up told that bitch. I said, hey, man, you do what you got to do, but, the Iceman ain't taking you nowhere. That's what I was telling her. And she sent a message back, text me back, time out. I don't know what to think of that message, but, well, do you want to get together and do something on Sunday? I ain't even answer that bitch. That was yesterday. I ain't even answer that bitch. Fuck you. I ain't got no respect for none of these white, especially for no white woman. I got no respect for you. You ought to be begging for some dick instead of sitting up here hedging your fucking bets at 50-something years old trying to act like you some kind of player. Because I'm going to tell you what her type does. They get on POF. They don't know white men want to date them. So they get on there and send all these black men messages. Hi there, hi there, hi there. And then these brothers be like, hey, bitch, got to get that bag. You 50-something years old. You done hit that wall. I'm not gonna date you. I ain't fucking with you unless you paying for it. I've told white women that. They be like, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. Okay, because some of these women understand, hey, I better get out there and put some money out here. Because these niggas need resources. Because that's why, let me tell you something. I'm going to say this before closing. Have you ever noticed that there are non-black women, and especially Caucasian women, you notice they go after really wealthy and rich black men, or they go after poor and broke black men. Have you ever noticed that? When I was dusty as hell, like if you go to the Iceman Unchained channel, I got a video on there called Once Upon a Time when the Iceman was dusty. Go listen to that old video. I did that video about a year and a half ago. And I talked about how even though sometimes I was homeless, and as long as I had a cell phone, I had women getting at me. I don't know what it is. They love broke or poor black men. They'll go and scoop you up. I've had white girls come scoop me up, get me drunk. I've thrown up in their cars. And they still clean that shit up, came in the house and fucked the shit out of me. Paid for everything. But at the same time, I knew there was going to be a time when I got back on top, and I'm not going to do that anymore. There's no need for me to be that type of dude anymore. But they don't like men in the middle. A lot of you who are truck drivers, a lot of you who are teachers, a lot of you brothers who are, maybe your city, you're professional, you work for your city or your county or your state, or you work for the federal government. You got a good job. These women, these non-black women really don't want you. And let me tell you why. They don't want you because it's just like politically with middle-class people. The middle class are the most powerful political voting bloc in this country. And that's why they're doing so much to eradicate the middle class. Because middle class people are very strong people. They're very strong because they have solid incomes and they have solid middle class lifestyle. So they got a little resources. Unlike poor people and then rich people and people that are upper middle class, upper class, and ruling class, like the Buffetts and Bill Gates and all them, or above them is the Rothschilds and some of these other people. Those people are above middle class. Those men are pretty, it still takes some skill to get these guys, because you got to go to the parties, you got to go to cocktail parties, you got to go to the dinner parties, you got to go where these men are. And sometimes these are exclusive engagements. You can't just walk up in there just because you're a female. They'll be like, bitch, who are you? Check this guest list, bitch. You ain't on the guest list. Fuck out of here. Come running up in here talking about who the fuck you are, or who you know. You ain't on the list. So you got to stop believing the hype with a lot of these women, a lot of American women spend so much time trying to make it look like they got some power over you when they really don't. They don't. That's why they on online dating. If they had it popping like that, they wouldn't be on POF, guys. They wouldn't, if they had it popping off, they wouldn't be on Match. The reason why these women end up on these online dating sites is because they are powerless. And they know they really don't hold the dating cards that they had when they were in their 20s and early 30s. They don't have it. So they go on Match.com and POF to sit there and be lazy and sit there and wait for some dumbass. It's like the trapdoor spider. I'm going to wait till a grasshopper walk by and I'm going to go and hit him with this venom. That's their mentality. I'm going to sit here and be lazy. That's why I be telling guys that whine about online dating, get your ass off there, man. Get your ass up and go talk to these women in public. And when you do, don't sound thirsty, nigga. There's too many thirsty niggas out here. Niggas don't even know how to talk to women. Hi, can I get your number? Because I'm so thirsty. Can I get a drink of water? Fuck out of here. Stop acting thirsty and weak. When you spit at these women, that's why in my new book, The Dating Bible, I talk about all this shit. I say, when you step to a woman, try to get eye contact. If she don't give you eye contact, but you look out your peripheral vision and you see her staring you up and down and checking you out, the next time you come around to say, hey, how you doing? If she have a nasty ass attitude, because some women will break bad on you. They'll give you all kind of play. As soon as you say, hey, how you doing? Hey, you about to cook some dinner tonight? They'll come out of a bag on your ass. Especially some of these non-black women. Oh, they'll be staring you up and down, looking at your dick print. And then as soon as you say, hey, what's up? First thing they want to do is break bad. Some of them won't even speak to you when you speak to them. And they sitting up here staring at your dick the whole fucking time. That's why I say you got to read these women's body language and their facial expressions. Because a lot of women keep a poker face. And the reason why they do that is because they're physically less powerful than you. So they're always trying to outsmart you. And a lot of these women don't have the intelligence and they don't have the skill to outwit you. That's why these women get mad at me, because they like, well, how the hell does he know? You know, how does he? Because I'm thorough, bitch. How did you know I was on POF? Because I'm a player. That's how. That's how I knew you was on POF. You sorry hoe. But you got a lot of women out here that think they smarter than you. And that's insulting. Let me tell you something. You can say I'm too short for your liking. You can say I'm too old for your liking. You can say I'm too black for your liking. But then that don't hurt me. What hurts me, what really pisses me off, is when a woman plays my intelligence like I'm a dumb nigga. When they treat me like a dumb nigga, especially a non-black woman, I'm gonna come at you with everything I got to insult your motherfucking ass. Because I don't like people insulting. You ask anybody that knows me personally, they will tell you the Iceman do not like you to insult his intelligence. Because that's my biggest resource, is what's between my ears and my life experiences and my wisdom. And I'm not going to let some jive-ass American woman of any race talk down to me like I got to sit up there and put up with their shit. Because I have put up with their shit in the past, and I'm not going to do it again. Okay? And for you guys to be out here whining on YouTube, whining on Facebook Live, talking about black women ain't shit and these women, but yet you up here, you ain't saying white women ain't shit. If you're going to say black women ain't shit, you got to say all these women ain't shit. Most of the time when I address, in general, when I address American women, I'm talking about all of them. I ain't just talking about black women, but sometimes I do videos, especially when we talking about these mammies and these bedwenches and these sambos out here. Yeah, I will say something directly about black women, but I will specifically target a certain segment of black women. I ain't saying all black women are hood rats. Not all black women are thoughts, but unfortunately, most of them are. But there's probably 25% who ain't. And those women are usually in loving relationships. They're in marriages. They're in cohabitational arrangements where they're living with somebody or a man's living with them, and they're happy. And you see some of these black couples out and about. They don't be out here bullshitting. But you got to go out here and stop being lazy, going on OkCupid and then getting mad because you can't find anybody. Get off online dating. I don't care what site you go to. Black men, they don't want black men. You go to POF. I don't care what market you go to, you're going to get hit up by a bunch of losers. They're either going to be ugly and fat, or they're going to be extra average and just sorry fucking women. Just sorry. I remember one time when I was in Stank Antonio, this was probably 13, 14 years ago. I met this cute little light skin, this little red bone that lived in Houston. She sent me a message, good looking chick. And I finally called her, and I called her, and she said, "Oh, I'm taking care of something. I'm gonna call you back in a couple hours." I said, "Okay, no problem." So this chick called me back probably 2 hours later, and we having a good conversation for about 2 minutes. Next thing you know, Devontae, stop playing. Mariah, stop tripping. Stop doing. All her kids had like names of like recording artists. Okay? Aaliyah, stop messing with your brother. I'm like, oh my God. I mean, it was every 2 seconds she had to get, hold on. Devontae, stop acting a fool, stop hitting your sister. I'm like, oh man, I ain't trying to hear this shit. Man, we wasn't on the phone 5 minutes. I said, look here, I gotta go. She was like, you gotta go? I said, man, I can't be sitting on the phone listening to somebody, checking their kids, man. That's not a good, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I need somebody got their shit together. This bitch didn't have no money. She was like, well, okay. She was like, damn, I keep striking out on here. Well, I don't know what to tell you. You was stupid enough to have all them fucking kids. Because I think one time in a text message, I said, well, how many kids you got? She got, I got 3 kids. I said, well, how many? I said, I don't mean it. I'm not trying to be nasty, but how many baby daddies you got? Oh, my oldest daughter, her dad, I don't deal with him. I'm like, here we go with that bullshit. But my last 2 kids got the same daddy. I'm like, bitch, I ain't finna fuck with you. Other than getting my dick sucked, maybe. Fucking you, maybe. That's the only thing I could see dealing with a chick like that. Because I don't date single moms. I fuck single moms, but I don't date single moms. I ain't gonna never be walking around talking about you my girlfriend unless you just the baddest bitch. You a bad bitch. You got your shit together. Your kids are behaved. I'll date you if that's the case. But come on, brothers. Most of these American women, regardless of how they look, think about it. Most of the time, not all, but most of the time, if they got kids, a kid, or I ain't saying a kid is a goat. If they got one child or more than one child, you can best believe none of them are behaved. Even if they're adolescents, even if they're 14, 15, 16 years old, you come over there, they got an attitude. You come over there, pick their mom up on a date, they looking all crazy and shit, won't speak. I'm like, you little fucking disrespectful, little rude motherfucker. I'd have kicked your ass. Where your daddy at? Your boyfriend said he ain't coming with my daddy at. Shut up, motherfucker. Shut your punk ass up. Go find your daddy. And get the fuck out of my business. I'm trying to fuck your mama tonight. But brothers, we gotta do better, man. We gotta stop whining about these broads. We gotta stop whining about whining and start coming up with solutions. Y'all niggas need to start listening. Some of you niggas been listening to me since 2010, and you still failing with women. That's an you ought to be embarrassed. Some of you niggas, man, y'all been listening to me damn near 10 years, and you still coming on Facebook whining about broads. Oh man, I'm done with black women. Man, that's because, you need to do a better job of seeking relationships with better black women instead of sitting up here whining and complaining. Get your shit together. Maybe your beta male fucking energy is coming out, and maybe it's easy for a woman to lose interest in you and pivot and just not be interested. Hell, I do the same thing. Once I say I'm not interested in you, I don't give a fuck how fine you are. You can look like Angela Rye and have a bubble ass and titties sitting up on a shelf, an invisible shelf, the ass sitting on an invisible shelf, and I can put my drink on it. I don't give a fuck if you do look like that. If I lose interest in you because your character is fucked up, I don't know what to tell you. Go get the next stupid nigga. Go get the next nigga, because the next nigga might put up with that. I ain't putting up with it. I'd rather sit over here by myself and twiddle my thumbs or sit here with my thumb up my ass before I'm going to sit up here and deal with a bitch who's sitting up here hedging her bets and got niggas on all bases. First base, second base, third base. Then the bitch got somebody up the back. You ain't finna you ain't finna clear the bases on my ass hitting the grand slam. And that's what these women are always hope for. They lay a honey trap. The honey trap is maybe I might give you access to this vagina. And then you niggas just lose your fucking mind. And this woman has no interest in you. She has no, especially a lot of these online women, they have no intentions of giving you any of that pussy. And you niggas are so dumb because you don't listen. You don't want to listen to no man like me kick wisdom and game and teach you how to spit at the right women instead of spitting at all of them. It's just like that old joke about them cows between those two bulls. And the two bulls said, the young bull said, hey, old let's run down this hill and fuck a couple of them cows, a couple of them heifers. And the old bull, the OG, he said, no, young blood, why don't we walk down and fuck all of them? You see y'all see where I'm going with this? You don't waste time. I don't waste time with women. I don't waste time with women. That's why I always get women to pop up out of nowhere and send me a text, man. I'm like, who is this? Oh, this is Charlene. Remember me? I'm like, bitch, I don't remember you. Oh, we used to date like 6 years ago. I'm like, bitch, I can't remember what pair of drawers I wore 6 years ago. Well, I just wanted to reach out to you. Bitch, you ain't just want to reach out to me. You taking my temperature. I'm like, first of all, what do you look like? And then they'll send me a picture and, they might have been fine or decent looking when I fucked with them 6 years ago. Now they done gained 20 pounds. They like, well, I don't know if I want to send a pic. I'm like, well, why not? Just send me a pic. I don't know what you look like. Finally, they send me a pic and I'm like, I don't even respond back. Because I'm like, oh, you didn't look like that when I was fucking with you. What happened, bitch? They like, I see you must not like what you see. I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out my face. You ain't just looking me up just to be looking me up. You trying to take my temperature. And you guys need to understand that all these women have somebody they fucking. And you are just going to be spare dick. Who they probably will never fuck. They'll never fuck you. And you up here taking this bitch to Ruth Chris. You up here taking this bitch to McCormick and Smith's, buying $50 steaks, and this bitch is looking at you like, man, I ain't never gonna fuck this nigga. But they'll sit there and keep clowning. They'll clown your ass. See, that's insulting to me. Like I said, I done had a couple bitches get free Applebee's dinners out of me. Okay? Let me tell you something. That shit will never happen again. It will never happen again. If you let it happen, if I let that shit happen and I do another video talking about how a bitch done pat my pocket, that bitch done pat my pockets and got a free fucking dinner out of me or a glass of wine, y'all niggas make sure y'all clown my ass. But I guarantee I'll never do another video about a bitch getting a free drink out of me or free beer or free dinner and a drink and dessert. That will never happen again. Because, like I said, here's what I do, fellas. Let me just say this in closing. If a woman does not give you a green light to give you access to the vagina directly, or she gives you evidence, and I say strong evidence, that she is interested in more in you, like possibly cultivating a healthy reciprocal relationship that includes sex, intimacy, and exclusivity and cooperation. If you're not getting those four things, dude, walk away. Walk away. Hey, if she's just offering sex, take the sex, but you better wear a condom. You better wear a Jimmy hat. Because you don't know what that bitch got. Because if she gave the pussy up to you, in, you know, the first night or second night or whatever, you can best believe she done gave 50 other niggas that pussy that easy too. So you might want to wear a Jimmy hat. No, you need to wear a Jimmy hat. Because you don't know what this bitch got. She probably got herpes and HIV and don't even know it. Because a lot of these women don't get their yearly pap smear, and even if they do get it, a lot of them don't get tested for anything because they're lazy. Because you have to understand, American society and feminism, which is a subversive CIA program. Okay, if you trace feminism back, you can trace it back to the CIA. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. Y'all think I'll be making this stuff up. I do my goddamn research. That's why I have a paid subscription service. Because when I go and do this hardcore research, I need to be compensated. I'm not giving you free information. There's too many black people out here that expect something for nothing. And that's why you're not doing anything, and that's why you have nothing. You have no resources. I've had people 40, I've had black men 40, 50, and 60 years old email me and say, Ice, I ain't got nothing to show for my life. I got a bunch of kids. I'm 50-something years old. I'm still paying child support. I'm working in a warehouse making $13 an hour. You know, I got a boss that's half my age. It's a lot of black men out here like that. And unfortunately, it's because you ain't never been taught no better. Okay? I hate to see black people in situations like that. I hate to see black women stuck in poverty as a single mom. I don't like that shit. But you brought it on yourself. You went out here and had these bastard babies. You didn't get a ring. You didn't ensure that you got a ring first. And now you broke. You sitting up on welfare broke. Or you done went through the welfare process. Your kids are grown. And now you're sitting there working some dead-end job in some office making $13, $14 an hour and barely making it. Because now the child support money done dried up. And this situation where they talking about people got to go out here and work to get food stamps or work to get TANF, you know, these people don't want to do no work. But Obama, let me tell you something, Obama expanded the welfare rolls. He expanded the Section 8 program. More people got on Section 8 and welfare during the Obama administration than any other president in modern history. Y'all better go do your research. Talk about Obamacare. But if Obama cared about black people, he wouldn't have expanded fucking welfare in Section 8. Now Trump got, you know, the HUD secretary, you know, Ben Carson. Now he's fucking you. And he purposely put Ben Carson in that secretaryship. So he would be the face of poor black folks getting thrown out on the street. Because some of these people, if they paying $50 a month and they tell them they got to pay $100, some of these people ain't got the money. Guess what happens? You go out, you going to have your shit out on the street like an evicted tenant. You tune into the Iceman Show. Get at me on Instagram, the Iceman Show. Get at me on Twitter, at Mr. Freeze, the Iceman Show. Please subscribe to both my channels, the Iceman Unchained and the Mad Voodoo Man. Subscribe to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. Don't just be a hack and come by and wait for a video. Subscribe to my channel so you can get the what up front. Don't be a vulture. Don't be a hyena. Be a lion. Also, you can get my latest book, The Game of Life According to the Iceman Volume 1. You can get that book, paperback, Kindle, or tablet format at Amazon.com. If you're looking for a book that's going to help you with dating and navigating the white supremacist landscape that we have in America, you need to get my book, The Game of Life According to the Iceman Volume 1. I'm working on the Dating Bible. Hopefully I'll have it done by July and have it out on the street by the mid-July. That's what I'm shooting for. Okay? You tune into the Iceman Show. I'm your host, the Iceman. If you somebody sent me an email last night if you, they say, well, how do you go about doing when you talking about raising a topic for you to do a video on? What you need to do, you need to donate at least $25, $30. Go to AskTheIceman.com, scroll down to donate button, hit the donate button, and then after you do the PayPal thing, then send me an email about what topic you want me to do. And then I'll respond to you as fast as possible and let you know when I'm going to get the video up. Okay, let's get this going, man. Come on, black people. Those of you who have donated $100, $50 here, $50 there. What I would rather you do, rather than donate $200 on one time and never donate again, I would rather you donate $35 a month, $30 to $35 a month every month, and get in. By the way, when you don't, I don't care how much money you donate, but there is an IRS minimum. You got to donate a certain amount of money per year in order to get a tax deduction. So being that I have a nonprofit, yeah, you'll get, that's why I tell people too, you need to, per year, I'm looking at it annually. That's why I say it's easy for you to say, okay, I'm going to send the Iceman $30 a month. It's easy for you to do that than to sit up here and get excited off of one video and then give me $200 a $200 donation, and then the rest of the year, for the next 2 or 3 years, you never donate again. Black folks, we got to start building foundations, and I got to be able to count on you. Because when I go and do this research, sometimes I feel like I'm doing free stuff, and you ain't even benefiting from it because you don't even want to hear it. You're supposed to hear content that you don't like sometimes. Don't be a bitch and not want to listen. You tune into the Iceman Show. I'm your host, the Iceman. I'm out.